Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys, and welcome back to another video. I truly believe that TBRs are a scam. I don't follow them. I'm a mood reader, but these are my 10 before the end hopefuls. I'm really excited to tell you guys all about them, kind of like why I want to read them. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. First one we have is Love by Toni Morrison. I just haven't read any Toni Morrison in a while. May, Christine, Heed, Junior, Vida, even L are all women obsessed with Bill Cozy. He shapes their yearnings for a father, husband, lover, guardian, and friend. This audacious vision from a master storyteller on the nature of love, its appetite, its sublime possession, and its consuming dread is rich in characters and dramatic events, and in its profound sensitivity to just how alive the past can be. This sounds really good. I'm a big fan of love in general, but I'm also a big fan of like first love. It's short, even though it has small fonts, it's short, and I think it's doable. I could put my head down and read this in a day. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper. The reason why I want to read this book is because just been reminded that this book is one of those books that we were taught in school, and how I felt at the time I didn't appreciate the value that it had. I never got satisfied with the discussions that we had. I always felt like they were surface level, but also I understand because of my mind at that time. Now I feel like I will definitely have a different experience, how my mind has changed and how I feel about it compared to when I was in high school. Third one is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. Mitch Albom wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, which is one of my all-time favorite books. Eddie is a grizzled war veteran who feels trapped in a meaningless life of fixing rides at a seaside amusement park. As the park has changed over the years from the loop-the-loop to the pipeline plunge, so too has Eddie changed from optimistic youth to embittered old age. His days are a dull routine of work, loneliness, and regret. Then on his 83rd birthday, Eddie dies in a tragic accident trying to save a little girl. With his final breath, he feels 2 hands in his, then nothing. He awakens in the afterlife where he learns that heaven is not a lush garden of Eden, but a place where your earthly life is explained to you by 5 people who were in it. One by one, Eddie's 5 people illuminate the unseen connections of his earthly life. As the story builds to its stunning conclusion, Eddie desperately seeks redemption in the still unknown last act of his. I enjoyed the outlook of life and what life means when you're at the brink of death or when you know that you're dying. Talking about the afterlife should be interesting, and I look forward to reading it. So this is a series that I've been trying to read for a very long time. This cafe, kind of like a time traveling cafe. You have to drink your coffee while it's hot in order for you to time travel. Someone recently told me that I will not enjoy the series, and I'm hurt because I have all 3 books. I know that there's another one, but I have all 3 books. What do you mean I'm not going to enjoy the series? I really just want to finish my physical TBR. It has been on my physical TBR for a very long time, and I just want to feel that satisfaction of actually finishing it. Ta-da! I think you might have seen this book. I am a Sally Rooney stan through and through. She's my favorite girl. I love her so much. Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. One of my book friends, Zulu, wrote an amazing article that made me want to read this book so badly. Aside from the fact that they are brothers, Peter and Ivan seem to have little in common. Peter is a Dublin lawyer in his 30s, successful, competent, and apparently unassailable. But in the wake of their father's death, he's medicating himself to sleep and struggling to manage his relationship with 2 different women. He's enduring first love, Sylvia, and Naomi, a college student from whom life is one long joke. Ivan is a 22-year-old competitive chess player. He has always seen himself as socially awkward and a loner. Ivan meets Margaret, an older woman emerging from her own turbulent past, and their lives become rapidly, intensely intertwined. Ooh. From 2 grieving brothers and the people they love, this is a new interlude, a period of desire, despair, and possibility, a chance to find out how much one life might hold itself without breaking. I'm really excited and scared to read this book. She has never had a male protagonist, so to have 2, it should be interesting because mornings in Janine, we're going to be following 3 characters of the same family. They get separated during the war and everything like that. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to break down because it's how real this would feel It's crazy to me what that is happening in this time is actually happening in real life. So this week following siblings who get separated during the war. This should definitely be interesting and really heartbreaking. I cannot wait to read it and kind of like tick it off of my physical TBR. Long overdue. Finding Me by Viola Davis. Look at her, this little girl. I'm really excited to read this book and hear her voice, just immerse myself in the story. So another one is Makaziwe, Let Her Be Known by Busisiwe N. Do you know why I named you Makaziwe? I turned to him briefly, then turned my eyes back to the road. I always prayed you do nothing but good, so that people can always know you for that, and that even in that greatness, you still have a lot more to offer. A young woman by the name of Makaziwe meets a man one evening and gets whirled into his life with his family. Are you ready for an evoking love story? I can never say no to a Zulu love story, okay? Even in real life. I love love, and I also love Black South African stories. This should be fun. Cinderella by Adeline I read this book when I was in grade 8. Don't know much about this book, and I really just want to go into it blind. So yeah, this should be fun and interesting for me to go back into and see if I still enjoy. That is all for this video. I really do hope that you did enjoy this video. I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.